Hi everybody, it's Bella Jade Michaels. Thank you for joining me today. I want to share something with you that is really important and it's really touched my heart deeply, guys, because I see this happening throughout everywhere, and I know and understand the sense of the anxiety and the depression and the things, these feelings that are definitely coming up within you. What I want to talk to you about today is there is a real shift, a fantastic shift in consciousness, a wonderful movement and awareness and enlightenment. And I absolutely 100% agree that people should be on board with this. I know I said should. Be on board with this and moving their life in a direction that's absolutely better for them, living their best version of themselves. We do have to be careful, however, and very mindful of actually the difference between consciousness and the identification of a new identity that looks like consciousness. So what I want to tell you or explain here is that definitely we are energy. Definitely everything that we're thinking has a vibration to it. You're probably not new to this saying if you've been watching any of my stuff, okay? So you know that what you're thinking about, you bring about to some extent, but all of that is coming and starting from an emotional surge. Now, nobody can be positive 100% of the time because that's not the nature of being human. To be human means to come to life and being open about experiencing all of the things that life has to offer. Joy, sadness, love, grief, loss, tenderness, relationships, pain, heartache, challenge, victory, all of it. We don't ever go to a movie, we don't ever go to a show just to see the great things happening in a show. We actually go to the show to see the tragedies. So while these things are happening in our lives, these pains, these challenges that come up, if we're living under that just be positive umbrella, what happens to the emotions are, that's not very important. Those must be unconscious behaviors. Those have to go away, and we'll try and push those away with positive surges of energy. Guess what? It doesn't happen. It doesn't work. Because whatever you're focused on, even out here, I don't want this, I don't want that, it remains to be the highlight of your focus. And so the energy there goes to the universe and is giving back exactly that, want or need or can't have. There's no way we're going to be 100% positive all the time. And now, having said that, I think this is really important because for those people that are coaches, change agents, thought leaders, I really want to emphasize this. Don't stop doing your own work on yourself. Okay? See, what's going on right now is people are lighting up and they're becoming beautiful and marvelous and sparkling and brilliant. And they want to get that out to other people as fast as they can, and that's wonderful. That's exactly what you should do. However, my darling people, to really be of service, you need to be strong enough to be the light that can walk in a dark room of shadows and heal, instead of walk into a light room and just be amongst people like yourself. It is so easy to just be there, to just go there and I want to be with the light and I need to be with the light. But your real job and your journey is not to just illuminate what's already lit up. You have to go to the places where it's needed the most. And now, having said that, the identification of consciousness and the truth of consciousness are quite different. The identification of consciousness is everything's great and grand. And yes, I have challenges. Whatever. Okay? And they repress it until boom, something happens. They also, when you're doing this as an identification, you can't even be in a space to help other people that are struggling. When people are struggling, you'll notice those that are not really honed in to loving, healing, and serving because they back off, they even stonewall you. So what I mean is this. Say you have a problem or an issue. Maybe this is really something that's been nagging at you for a while. You reach out to a coach. You reach out to a person you know could help you along the way. And instead of getting feedback from them, you get nothing. In fact, They just don't want to deal with your emotions or your energy because they're too afraid they can't handle it, so they push you back. That's not consciousness and it's not service. What we have to be willing to do is to do our own work enough, to be brave enough, to go into the spaces where people are calling for help and saying, I will be the light for you. Okay? And that means other coaches to other coaches. Because truly, we have to be coming together and supporting each other in this. And who is a coach going to go to? A coach is not going to go to someone who has not been practicing or does not understand the space and what they're in. Okay? The coach is going to go to another coach. So coaches, be open to other coaches. Because life is not just about it being so positive. It's about it being colorful, challenging, embracing, amazing. It's all of those things you strive to see every single day. You live for it. You dream for it. You're here to experience this humanity in all of its flavors and acceptance and love. And that means to push out of the conformity, to go against the grain, to beat down your new path, to be that amazing person that doesn't reject another person when they meet you because they're in a dark space. We have got to be willing to come into a space to light up the world. That means we go in it as a group, as a power, as a source together to help and heal, not as another clique to stay away from the violence and the negativity. That's the space that needs us the most. And we're not going to do it by force, guys. We know that doesn't work. You got to do it by love, and that's not pushed love. That's not conditional love. That's not cramming stuff down people's throats. That means opening your heart and being accepting and being tender and knowing how to talk to people. How do you do that? Keep doing your own work. Keep showing up to deal with your own traumas. Don't tell people, I got it all figured out. I ain't got no shame, no guilt, I ain't got no bad days, because you're lying to them. Stop deceiving people because you hurt people. They believe you. They believe your life is perfect. And when their life doesn't show up to be perfect, they think something's wrong with them. So I want to tell you right now, there's nothing wrong with any of you out there. If you've been on your spiritual journey for a long time and shit keeps hitting the fan, you're redirecting, babies. Don't you give up. You're still on the journey. You're still on the path. Things are just realigning for you. Gather the tribe. Get that support you need. That's what we do here, okay? That's what Sacred Sensual Dance does that. I don't need to plug it, but guys, or girls, if you want to come there or come to my Facebook site and hold your space there with us, because you're in a space where people love you and understand you, okay? And they want to take you out of that negativity and put you in a higher space, but not in a space of being so superficial. You're like, I got it all figured out, because nobody's got it figured out. There's no masters around here. We're all students learning. We just learn at our own pace. We do our own thing. And we hope to get blessed along the way. And at the end, we just want to know, do we do it well? Do we live well? Do we love well? Do we reach enough people? Do we make a real difference? Okay. This is Bella Jade Michaels signing off, saying I love you. Keep doing you, being bright, being beautiful, being amazing.